as was the case when we changed the name Army Street to Cesar Chavez, right? There was huge pushback. When we changed Hawthorne to Harvey Milk, amazing pushback from community members. So there's always going to be those in the community and we wrote this in the resolution as well, that predictably there's going to be folks that have a sentimental attachment to their school names, and that's fine. I have an attachment to the names of the schools I went to as a kid as well. But if any of them were named after a slave owner or somebody who diminished the lives of others, then I would take a look at that name and be okay if there was a recommendation to change it. I think there are a lot of folks out there who, no matter what, will never be with us in a name changing process, and that's fine. But we need to make the argument for why we are doing this. I think we've made a really good argument. But at the end of the day, we are not going to stop the process. We are going to work with each other to make sure that names are looked at, examined, and ultimately, if needed, to be changed. And the Board of Education makes that final determination.
Me just as a parent. And so like if my kid is going to a school that's named after someone who committed genocide or a massacre or was a slave owner, against, Black and or Indigenous peoples or even another group, then that's not something that reflects their values. And so that's important for me to constantly be there, at the school board meetings, reminding, our school board and our school district what our core values are, what we say, what we are, what our mission says we are. And being a volunteer on this committee with all the other volunteers, like Jeremiah said, I've learned a lot. There are some things that I didn't even know. I was like, what? Because when you get the research from different educators and you do some research yourself too, there's over 200 names.
This has been a long time coming, and I think we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And I really am grateful for your leadership, President Sanchez, and also for your leadership, Mari and Jeremiah, as community members. And for those who are on the committee and those who've contributed that are not in this space, but I know there's tireless efforts, as Mari said, of folks who've been working on this and have been contributing to this effort. And so I just want to say thanks for taking the time to answer questions. I want to continue to be a space. I think this is a learning moment, and I think I'm learning all the time about some of these names. I'm like, I want to know what's going on with that. It's an opportunity for us as educators too, and as parents, to have conversations with students.